Good afternoon and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing okay on today. I know that I am. I always express the importance of hitting the like button because the like button helps to keep the video in the algorithm, okay? So like, share, subscribe, comment, okay? All of those good things, okay? Um, I wanted to. I almost put this in the members platinum, but I got something else to put in there. Um, I decided to put this out because I want to send a positive message out. Okay. I wanted to talk about. I got word from a very credible source that Big Jook got popped at the other day. It's funny that when I was looking at his page, I have to say, I actually thought when I saw him post laughing emojis that you can't hit a moving target, I was like, okay, I thought maybe the devil was in him and he was throwing out subliminals at Young Dolph. Because remember, I said something about that, right? I was like, he wrong for that. He ought to be ashamed of himself. God gonna get him, right? I said, because I said on my live, I said I saw that and my spirit told me that he was talking about Young Dolph, okay, but my spirit was wrong, okay. So the word on the streets is that when he said you can't hit a moving target, he had just gotten popped at, and this was about 2 days ago, right? And that he was been saving him as those bulletproof cars. Now, I want to say this. It don't make that I'm saying I decided to make it public, okay? I decided to make it public because I don't like violence, okay? And I think that what Big Jook should do is I think Big Jook should go on and turn himself in, okay, for what happened to Young Dolph. That's what I think. Okay, so if nothing else, to keep himself safe, right? I don't, but the thing about it is the person was like, they don't even know if it has anything to do with what happened to um Young Dolph, because he's got a lot of beef in the streets, with people. So it could have been anything, but we do know this is like the third or fourth time this year that somebody tried to hit him up. So, child, I don't know what he doing, but I do know this. I'm not evil enough to get on here and gloat about that. I would never do that. If somebody had did something to him today, it would not make me feel good. You know what I mean? Because I believe in like justice. If somebody does something to you, it's not. I'm tired of this genocide in our community, and I cannot um gloat about the very thing that I preach against, right? But I guess I can get on here. When people say the what the laws of the earth is that you reap what you sow. But what I see is, if this is actually going on, and the person that told me telling the truth, if this is actually going on, I even though I see him put in laughing emojis, I thought about when Young Dolph was hit up in California, and he was walking out of the hospital. I could see the stress on Young Dolph's face, and then the nervous laugh when he said, y'all thought this was over. I know y'all didn't think this was over. The nervous laugh. And so I think what's happening is, it could be, well, it looks like it is a identical situation where God is giving him the opportunity and giving them the opportunity to see exactly what Young Dolph went through. The laws of the earth is you have to reap what you sow. And let me just say this: whoever is doing it, stop. Don't let God, handle when you think people have done you wrong. And like the person said, it could have been anything, because he took them as street dudes, okay? So it could be anything. But I didn't pay a close attention to Juke. None of us before this situation happened with Young Dolph. So I don't know if there was already a history of folks trying to pop him up. So since we've been paying close attention to it, it seems like it is happening very frequently, because this is like the fourth time this year, if I'm not mistaken. If it's not the fourth time, I do know that it is the third time, but I'm almost sure of it being the fourth time this year, but it could be the third time. Okay. So yeah, the person told me that, and I was like, I'll put this in the members, and I was like, no, you know what? I think it's best for me to get on here and let people know that whatever it is, you have to let the wheels of justice turn for whatever it is. Rather, he just into it with some more guys about something, we don't know what it is. So before people get on here, it's about paper out. It ain't. I don't. The person didn't even say it had anything to do with no paper route. Okay. Um, because like I said, they're street dudes, so it could be anything. But I think it's sad because Jook is about 50 years old. You know what I'm talking about? So whatever, you would think that he would be one of those street dudes that would be trying to set examples, because I'm getting ready to be transparent. When I first started following the Young Dolph's case, I didn't even know who Juke was, right? So I started looking at his Instagram page, and I was like, wow, it was hard for me in the beginning to believe like all of the stuff that people were saying on the internet, because I was like, he seems like a loving father. I saw how those kids loved him, how he was gentle with the kids and stuff. And so I kept following him. I was like, well, I'm gonna pay close. I don't know about that, even though you heard what people were saying about his reputation, right? And so I guess one of the things that has also bothered me about this situation with Young Dolph is you see Big Jook with his kids and how he seems to be a doting father with his children, equivalent to what Young Dolph was with his children. So it seems to me that he loves his kids. So he should have understood and had more compassion, rather than being sadistic on continuously participating and wanted to see another man deleted from his children's lives for the rest of their lives, causing them trauma when he has children that is about the same age, right? And so, it's a lot of trauma and drama going on out in the streets of Memphis. As I was saying the other night, a few nights ago, it seems to be a purging going on within the city of Memphis. But the thing about it is, Jook is an older dude, right? So instead of helping to wreak havoc, you would think that he would have been trying to at least guide, because they got the gift of being able to give these little dudes an opportunity. But unfortunately, they ain't doing that. It comes with the price of self-destruction and things of that nature, from what I can see, right? And so I know people want me to get on here and gloat and go in and stuff like that, but I've been praying and stuff, child. I ain't got that kind of energy. I'll be cussing them out another time, and the rest of them too, because they really is too old to be so goddamn ignorant. But I don't want to see nobody lose their lives. I think too many lives have been lost. What I want the wheels of justice, and which they are turning. I like to see God get back. Because see, when people start trying to get you back themselves, what they do is they get themselves tangled up in a web of mess, right? But yeah, whoever it is that's trying to pop him, they seem to be very consistent. I don't know if these are different people. If it's different people, that's even worse, because that means he got a whole heap of people, as my grandma used to say, a whole heap of folks that's mad at him, that's out to get him, that's trying to take him out, which means that it ain't good to have a whole heap of them mad at you. But hey, I can see that, because he seems to be an instigator. Now we're gonna have to go ahead and keep it for real. Everybody that grew up around him say he always start mess and been an instigator. And we see that on here. And he too old for that. He didn't almost he half of a damn 100. You would think that he would be trying to get his life right so he can get ready to go on to wherever he gonna go when he leave this side, okay? But instead, I kind of affiliate him with keeping these young dudes stirred up and not having no issues with it. I was looking at him and his brother. They both look very, very stressed out. God is starting to look like he about 58. Okay. And Juke already about that. Okay. But you could tell that he is worried. Okay. And it's a damn shame that those men that's around them that, they be getting money with instead of trying to tell them what's right. They got older dudes that's around them. Man, they're trying to get money for me and my family. And that's the reason why I talk about these damn men like a fucking dog. Because you would think, especially if they're gonna be around that type of stuff instead of being quiet and keeping their damn mouth closed. Okay. And the women that they got in their lives, you would think that they would be speaking up. Okay. But instead, they want to be able to go get their nails and toes done. Okay. So they keep their mouth closed. They want a damn Gucci purse. Okay. And so they really don't care what happened to them. They're just trying to get while the getting is good or what happens within our community. And I think that's the reason why God is doing a shakeup, right? But the very thing that you wish upon people, the very thing that you do to people, God says that is the very thing that it will come up on you. And you can't tell me with somebody consistently popping at you, they force young dogs to have to get into bulletproof cars. Now they are in bulletproof cars. The very thing that you do to somebody else, that is the very thing that will happen to you. I'm not happy that this is going on because if I had to, if the people that's doing it looking at my show, I would say stop. Y'all stop this foolishness. I mean, it's not. I would never try and take somebody out at the cost of messing my very own life up, especially when you got family and things of that nature. But hell, I don't know what they into. Okay, it could be the damn Mexican cartels or something, okay? Because they be tied up into so much stuff. But I mean, now the cartels ain't gonna do it like that. Them some hood dudes, okay? Because they got a anger where they constantly trying to take him out. Okay, the Mexican cartels would have done hemmed him up, wouldn't it? So it ain't them. But like they say, it ain't no telling who it is. But like I said, I just think it's a shame that all of this stuff is going on. But like I said, God says when I get them back for what they did, you're gonna see me get them back. And that's what a lot of these people need to understand when they're out here doing dirt and hurting other people's family members. Mia J is a real dangerous woman. And let me tell y'all why. She's a danger to the demonic kingdom. I'm gonna tell you why. That girl gets up, she does her spiritual warfare, she does her fasting, which means she turns away food, she does whatever is necessary when she's trying to commune with God. She prays, she agrees, and she got her children that agree with her. She get praying groups of women that agree with them on justice for Dolph, on healing, on making sure that God get back in which you're gonna get in the way. That's a dangerous woman. Okay. That's a dangerous woman to mess with. Okay. That's a dangerous woman to mess with because she has a connection with the most high God. And that's somebody that they can't put a hit on the most high God. And even if they tried to do anything to her, when people were sitting up talking about trying to intimidate her for saying anything, that's one that's got protected. Anybody you try to send out to mess with her, they're gonna have a wreck before they get there. They're gonna drive into a ditch, they're gonna have a heart attack and die. That's that God when you protected by God. Okay, there's some people that you can't mess with or put your mouth on, and Adolph Thornton was one that they shouldn't have messed with. When you're talking about somebody that's out there who said, I don't care nothing about money, helping people, putting people in better positions, and they had the nerve to be jealous enough to take him out, and God shook the earth that night. He was not pleased. And so a lot of the issues that they gave young Dolph, God is allowing them to experience those same feelings, okay? That urgency, even if he wasn't saying anything, You know, a person has to feel a certain way about people consistently trying to hunt them down like he's an animal and take their life. You know, it just ain't nothing decent about that. It's just evil on so many levels. And if that happens to anybody, you know, a person has to feel a certain way about people consistently trying to take them out. So what's happening is a lot of these folks are getting the opportunity to experience the very emotions that young Dolph experienced. Okay. And see, the thing about it is, you know, hey, I don't want to see nobody, you know, get taken out. Unknown caller. But a lot of these people, okay, getting that scary feeling and they're starting to look a certain way, okay, because when you looking at life in prison, it gets you to looking a certain way, okay. But yeah, you know, that's what somebody said to me that's very credible. And hey, like I said, I don't, feel good about that. You know what I mean? Big Jug got kids just like young Dolph had children. Okay. And I would be sadistically evil to jump on my vlog and say, yeah, that's what you get. Absolutely not. When I see, just like young Dolph was with his kids, okay, it's not it's not anybody's around these people fault for the evilness that they do. But the laws of the earth is you have to reap what you sow. The very seeds that you sow, those are the seeds that's gonna grow. And God says, when I get them back for what they did, you're gonna see me get them back. And so with all the prayers that have gone forward, and there's a lot of people agreeing and stuff, the people that was involved in what happened to young Dolphin, just not just young Dolphin, it's other people that have been more than likely done wrong, you know, uh, um, that has not come out yet. But you have to reap what you sow. You have to reap what you sow, right? But yeah, they're saying that that's why he was saying you can't hit a missing target. That's what he meant. I was like, wow. So that's what he was talking about the other day when he posted that, and it had just happened. And see, I didn't know that, but like I said, I'm not in agreement with violence. I am in agreement with justice. Let the wheels of let the wheels of justice turn, okay? And let God get his get back, cuz when God get them, they got. Especially if these folks is out here, constantly taking each other out here, trying to take each other out, got kids and stuff. And the thing about it is, I don't even believe Juke know who trying to do this to him. Yeah, because he's probably got beef with so many people. All he can do is speculate. So I know he got to be living in a prison in his mind. And his brother then went on ahead and went on up under a rock, hibernating somewhere. So yeah, y'all, that's the that's the that's the rumor. The person that told me, I believe him. I believe them. I believe them 100%. Okay. That somebody was popping at him the other day. And listen, and it wasn't no damn vlogger either. It was not a vlogger. Okay. But anyways, I just wanted to talk about that. This violence and stuff has got to stop. And my words would be allow the wheels of justice to turn. Let God do it God's way. See, God can't do things when we're consistently putting ourselves in the way. If you feel like you've been wrong, let God handle them. Therefore, you don't have to deal with that bad karma that comes along with you trying to get revenge, right? Because God says vengeance is mine, right? And trust me, God gonna get his get back. I don't care what folks say, God gonna get it. He already is, okay? But anyways, I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App. I love you guys. I think I may be on tonight. I gotta go out on the case and I've been writing up some reports. So I may get a chance to come on tonight. I may not, because I may be out. We might have to be out on the situation all night, okay? One of them 24-hour situations, okay? But I love you guys. I'll see you soon.